This is you. And this is Earth, the planet you reside on. Now, Earth has a bit of a problem. And what is this atrocious problem plaguing our dear planet Earth, you may ask? Well, I can answer that in 2 words: global warming. Now, what is global warming exactly? Well, global warming is the rise of the average temperature on Earth. Now, to the average person, it being a bit hotter in the summer isn't much of a problem, but global warming actually has a real and adverse effect on the Earth. However, before we get into the effects, let's start off with the primary cause of global warming, and that would be humans adding excessive amounts of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. To start off with, global warming causes temperatures to rise, which causes ice in colder places such as Antarctica to melt at an accelerated rate, which causes sea levels all across the world to rise. These rising sea levels can be devastating to coastal cities such as Bangkok, Miami, Bangladesh, New York, London, the Netherlands, Venice, New Orleans, and Cuba. However, many cities have implemented defensive mechanisms such as flood walls, levees, and dam stabilization to protect coastal cities. Poor countries lack the resources to adequately handle rising sea levels, leaving their coastal cities the most vulnerable for flooding. However, that isn't the only risk that poor countries face. The rising climates may also threaten their food supplies and crops. However, Africa will be hardest hit of all the poor countries. Global warming will raise their already significantly higher than other poor countries' temperatures, exacerbating an already failing agricultural system. Unfortunately, the disastrous effects of global warming don't stop there. All over the world there has been billions of property damage and millions of lives lost due to extreme weather. But wait, what's the relation between global warming and extreme weather? Well, as you know, global warming is the rise of the average temperature on Earth, which causes evaporation to speed up, which causes the Earth to have to adapt to hold more water vapor, which increases the risk of extreme weather and causes erratic weather patterns. These erratic and unpredictable weather patterns may have also been the source behind the 2 tornadoes that ripped through Garland and Rowlett a few weeks ago. But don't worry, this presentation isn't all doom and gloom. You can still help slow global warming. Number 1 will be to reduce, reuse, and recycle. For example, buy reusable bottles and products with less packaging. Make sure to recycle paper, plastic, and aluminum. And with those simple methods, you can save up to 2,400 pounds of carbon dioxide each year. Even DISD is joining in on the fun. This year, they switched from lunch trays to biodegradable plates, saving 225 million styrofoam trays from going into landfills each year. Number 2 is use less heat and air conditioning. Turn the heat down at night and during the day when you're at work. Keep it around 75 degrees at all times. Make sure to slightly lower it in the winter and make it slightly higher in the summer, and you'll be able to save 2,000 pounds of carbon dioxide each year. Number 3, buy energy-efficient products. Purchase items with minimalistic packaging and avoid packaging with unrecyclable parts. Reduce the amount of unrecyclable items you take in by 10%, and you'll be able to save 1,200 pounds of carbon dioxide from going into the atmosphere each year. And on number 4, I have use less hot water. When you're washing clothes, try to use warm or cold water. Doing that alone can save 500 pounds of carbon dioxide. And make sure to use the energy saving settings when you're washing dishes, and make sure to let them air dry. Number 5, plant a tree. What's an easier or better way to help the environment than planting a tree? Trees absorb carbon dioxide and give off oxygen. One tree, just one tree, will take in 1 ton of carbon dioxide in its lifetime. And last but not least, number 6, encourage others to help you. Educate people about the harmful effects of global warming and give them ways to reduce their carbon dioxide emissions. After all, you can't save the world alone. And that was my presentation. Thanks for watching.
Created using Powtoon.